This is the structure of a shark's mouth, and the structure is the teeth, and they go from largest to smallest, and the function is for if when the shark gets older, the next tooth comes in, next row comes in.
Okay.
Alright, I did bony fish, and for my model I did an air sac, which is inside of a fish, and it helps them regulate their buoyancy. So if they want to swim on the bottom, it inflates, and when they want to be on the bottom, it deflates, and when they want to come up to the top, it inflates. So I put it down the bottom, and this is when it's deflated, and they want to swim on the bottom, so I blow it up and they come up to the surface where they can swim comfortably.
And what kind of fish have this?
Bony fish. All bony fish. So yeah, there we go.
Alright.
Okay, so this is a salamander's heart. It has 2 atriums and a ventricle. The blood will come in through either this or this, and then it'll come into here. They'll both come into here and they'll mix together. And then this side will go to the lungs and this will go to the rest of the body. So we'll put that in there. I don't know if that's going to get in there very well. There's a hole in it. Okay. And then it'll come out like that to the rest of the body. And that is a salamander's heart.
So how's it different from ours?
This part, there's a wall for a human's heart. There's a wall right here, and it separates the two chambers. But in the salamander, it just mixes together.
I did my model on the respiratory system of a turtle, and the structure is right here on the turtle is the glottis, and then it goes down into the trachea once the air goes in, and then it splits into the 2 bronchi, which are those 2 tubes that split each way, and then it goes into the lungs. So when I blow the air in, it's going to go through the glottis, the trachea, through the 2 bronchi, and into the lungs, just like this.
So I did my model on a crocodile eye. They have a transparent eyelid that slides horizontally across the eye to protect it. The structure is that it's a thin, transparent membrane, and its function is to protect the eye. When they're above water, it'll not be over the eye, and then as they go underwater, it'll slide over horizontally to protect the eye.
This is the structure of a crocodile mouth. It has a flap in the back that has to be flexible so that they can open and close it when they're diving to keep water out of the throat.
Can you show it? Show me.
Okay, so my model is a bird's feather. The structure is how the the fine hairs, or how the feather barbs together through the model. Its function is to keep it knit together so that when it flies, I guess it doesn't fall down, I guess. And if I were to rip this apart, like on a bird's feather, you can't put it back together. So that's it.
Okay, so this is supposed to be an owl. So its structures, they have, their eyes are 50% of their head, they're internal. So I made the eyes really big. Obviously it doesn't actually look like that, but internally it would. And this functions because they cannot move their eyes, but their neck can spin 360 degrees. So this bottle top is functioning as the neck. So yeah, there you go.
I did my project on monotremes, and this is my model, and it shows that this would be the young lapping of the milk, and this is like the skin that would seep through into here, and this is a model of how the mammary gland functions, and it just slowly like releases milk. And it like seeps through the cloth into the young's mouth. And that is how a mammary gland functions.
This is a model that shows the structure and function of a marsupial pouch. The pouch is made out of fur and skin that holds the young joey so it can suck on the mother's tits. it's not strong enough to suck, so the mother has to use contractions to push the milk into the joey.
This is our marsupial reproductive system, and the structures that are in it are 2 uteruses, 2 fallopian tubes, a pseudo birth canal that fuses together when the marsupial is ready to give birth. These 2 uteruses fuse together, and in some marsupials they go back to the way they were, and in some they just stay there. These are the 2 vagina, which the 2 lateral vagina, which the sperm can travel up and fertilize either one. Fertilization happens with the fallopian tubes, and baby moves down to the uterus where it grows, and then it'll be birthed out the pseudo birth canal.